We'll talk about this. It's a small presentation of self-publishing a hardcore title, Escape from Tarkov. And I'm Nikita. Yeah, nothing to say more. So let's begin with this slide. This is a kind of crucial slide, the main quote of our development and our publishing process. A lot of pain, a lot of gain, of course. So we always keep this in mind. And first of all, it's important to understand that what do you want to achieve? You want money, or you want to make some beautiful and interesting game. So these guys over here, these titles, the main goal for these titles is making money. It's not bad. Like these projects are really good. I like them mostly. And for us, there was a point that we need to make something interesting, new, innovative, and we didn't want to make some money from it. This was not a goal for us. And the game itself is what we want to achieve. So we are focusing on it, and now I'll briefly tell you how to publish this game, Escape from Tarkov, almost with nothing, by ourselves only. And our first question was will there be any microtransaction in the game? And we know that free-to-play developers are constantly inventing new ways to trick people and make more money, and we personally do not want to spoil Escape from Tarkov with this, and we simply decided not to go this way. No microtransaction, no free-to-play. The game is buy to play, and this is it. For a large amount of players, it was really good information, and they liked it really well. Many people ask us why don't we go on Steam, and here's the thing. So you can see it. Many developers starting working on a project, and they wait for reasonable and well-supported feedback. But it's not this way. So for us, it was a good idea to start from our own platform, and of course, we didn't want to pay Steam lots of money, like a big part of upcoming revenues, and this is it. So it's just about initial starting process of the game. We didn't want to have this negative overviews that can influence on people opinion and make the processes and publishing process harder for us. So we just decided to make it on our own platform. Next is we don't have a fixed budget for development, and we don't have any investment for it. And we are truly independent studio, yeah. And all the funding that we get comes from the people who have made the pre-orders, and this is it. So we didn't have anything for it, but our own funds and resources and people, and then this is it, kind of it. Also, we didn't have any top-tier specialists. We don't attract expensive specialists, not because they're expensive, but it's really hard to implement them in the current pipeline. So these people know really well how to do games in big companies, but we're not like big and well-organized company. It's better for us to teach people from the scratch, and this made well in processes like self-publishing and development. These employees, they eventually become professionals, and we train them, and it's suitable way for us to make Escape from Tarkov. About some modern trends, everybody noticed that today it's rather trendy to talk about battle royales and post-apocalyptic setting and survivals, and many companies trying to get on the hype and make their own battlegrounds and stuff. We, however, go our own way, and Escape from Tarkov has been in development since way before PUBG and other games, and we didn't compare Tarkov to battle royales and stuff, but some people do. And those people clearly haven't played Escape from Tarkov enough. So it's not an option to compare these games with us, because they have in common, like, you need to shoot people. So it's not so many points to compare with us. And most of all, we don't want to make our own battleground version. We just want to go our own way, and this is it. So if you're trying to make something interesting, and if you want to have really nice support and feedback from the players all around the world, you need to maintain this way of thoughts, way of production, to make something new. This is crucial for us. This is our philosophy, and this is the main idea of creating, developing, and publishing Escape from Tarkov. So we don't want to get on this hype train. We have our own hype train. We don't need any other game. Like we just know what to do next. I have a small video to show you. Just a second. It's a part about our influencers on the YouTube, Twitch, and just a second. Okay, this was out. Sorry for this. Yes, but there's no sound. Okay, it's nothing. So this is like the clips rendered from the different Twitch streams from some of the famous streamers and stuff. They like the game, and most of all, that we do not spend any money for the PR campaigns. Like we and the secret is very simple. This is an interesting project, and we have a lot of interaction and cooperation with the people who really love the game. And we work with the audience. The whole process grows organically. It's really often that the top media usually write about EFT. We feel great on the Twitch, on YouTube, and many other content creators just love to make something about Escape from Tarkov. We didn't pay anything to them. They just loving the game, and every single major patch or some new announcement, they just hop in and stream without any notices. Like we don't write to them like, please come on, get back in the game and show something new for the people. They just love to do it by themselves. And this is a small representations. Like we spent zero on this major media posted a lot of interesting articles about us, and we beat players on non-battlegrounds on the Twitch. It was a really happy moment in the development process. And today, really, we don't work with the PR agents much like we do it from, as I said before, we do it for ourselves. And there is only one agency in Germany that we work with. And the reason of it, it's simple. For all agencies, your game is a second priority. And you will never get the necessary and desired degree of immersion from the agency. So this degree of high immersion you will get by working directly with influencers, and this is the secret of our PR campaign. And as you can see, we have a breakdown of audience that plays Escape from Tarkov. It's like most part is the US players, then the European players, and then the Russian players. So instead of Escape from Tarkov is based in Russian setting, it went really well in the US. They love the game, they love the setting, and they often choose the Russian faction. So it's more like they love the idea and atmosphere of the game, and they choose to feel it in an appropriate way by choosing the Russian faction, and they love Russian language and stuff. So this was not planned. It's like the whole idea. It was fully organic and organic right now. They just love the game. And right now we have a lot of interest from the major publishers, but we do not want to publish the game through them because, as I said before, we love to make it by our own, and I think we have a good results with this process. And the publisher primarily is interested in making profit from your project. And as I said before, we do not want to make all the money in the world. We want to make the interesting project first, and the profits is not so important for us. And after this, also, this is a breakdown of the website visitors. As you can see, the United States is a major part of this chart. And yeah, as I said before. This slide is about kind of important part of the self-publishing process is localization. And we also made it in a different way. We utilized the crowd-based project, and people all around the world helped us to translate Escape from Tarkov from different languages. And it was like also without any funds invested. And this is the idea that we wanted not to save some funds to translate the project. We wanted to invite interested people who really wants to make the proper translation of a game, an authentic translation, because it's often to see that major localizators and translators translates your game not well enough, with lots of misspelled and technical misinterpretations, and these guys made it really well, and it's planned like really soon. I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks we will start to release these language packs. And this is only the small amount of languages that we have, and this is kind of the problems we have and having right now with the whole process of developing and self-publishing. And first of all, it's a lack of flexibility. There is because we are on our own, and there is lots of events that often breaks us, and we simply don't know what to do, and it's really crucial for the company who trying to make such kind of project to have quick and effective spot-on reaction to problems and changes. And also a lack of specific specialists, like in Russia we don't have any, like almost none specific specialists with a really big amount of experience, and this problem leads us to find and try to train people from scratch. This is a hard part of the process. Also, there is a quite hard work with different mindsets of different countries. Different countries behave differently, and some of them require some specific approach to understand them, to make them happy. And the most hard community in Escape from Tarkov is Russian-based community. They are toxic, like almost fully. Also become haters. They are organized. They want to make us unsuccessful. They want to see us unsuccessful. They do their work really well. Like they think that they doing their work really well, but of course it's usually you can fix this with your community managers. Like you need to talk with them, ban them and stuff. So the haters, and they are like, there is a lot of people who hate us, but it's okay for us. We good with it. It's no problem. Of course, a lot of tech problems and development issues that influence deadlines for PR events, important reveals. This is simple. That of course we maintain the PR actions, PR events, and it's often to see that some of the content are simply not ready, and we need to shift this PR events and stuff. This is kind of problem, because if you want to maintain the exact degree of interest in the people, you need to place these PR events and reveals more often in appropriate way by the charts. But it's really hard to maintain this type of periodically based events, because it's simple. There are lots of problems in the development process, and it's usually shift these deadlines and stuff. And there is also a problem of a lack of general multi-skilled specialists, which simply were not hired yet due to severe time constraints. For example, it's video production. So we have some kind of problems that we simply didn't have any free specialists to make some, videos and promo materials, and this kind of broke the whole process for us. And this is it, I think. So this was quite a simple representation.